Hi, in this video, I'm going to do the drawing sheet for the green and my orange piece. Remember, you're doing your own videos for not videos, you're doing your own modeling for your own puzzle cubes. Okay, so let's get started. Once I have my piece open, I can just go on the file dropdown and do new drawing from design. Then I like to change my sheet size to the second one, 11 inches by 8.5 inches. And then leave everything else, click OK, make sure it's in inches, and then it should open up this drawing sheet. So the next thing we're going to do is place our base view, our front view, the bottom left-hand corner. Then we're going to do our projected view, so the top, the ISO view, and our side view. If you want, you can make those bigger by changing the scale, and I'll show you how to do that in the next piece. Then you can right-click, click OK to get out of it. I guess you can just double click and it comes up again, and you can change the scale here, and it should change the scale for the, oh, it only changes for that one. Nope, it changes for all of them. 1 to 1 makes it bigger. I'm just going to leave it 1 to 2, the default. You don't really have to modify this down here, the title block. You don't have to worry about that. Now we're going to add dimensions. You can either use D on the keyboard or the buttons up here. And we're going to dimension our object. So I'm going to make sure that I have the dimensions I need. Remember, we're putting him in between views. We're going to try to put as many dimensions on our front view as possible. And that's how we're going to do this. There we go. So I have those. I can put this one here, this one here. I'm not going to do the entire distance across because of it'll cross over with my other lines that I have, my extension lines. And then I need the depth. And I think I'm good to go on this one. I think I have all the dimensions that I would need to recreate this and give it to another engineer so they could recreate this. Remember, you don't want to over dimension it. You want just to put enough dimensions where you could find the missing ones by using mathematics. So then when I'm done with this, I'm going to save it. It defaults to adding drawing after the name, and then you're going to place it in the whatever folder you want. I want it in this folder, project folder, and it should show up on my left-hand side. Now I just have to do the orange piece. I'm going to open up the orange piece. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to go to the file. We're going to do new drawing from design. I'm going to change my sheet size to 11 by 8.5. Click OK. And now I can put in my base view, which should be the front view. If it's not, then you can change these around if you need to. I believe you can change the base view. Click OK, and now we can dimension our part. I'm going to dimension. I'm going to put these dimensions on. I'm going to work smaller to the larger dimension so that I'm not crossing these over. Smaller to larger. I can put the entire dimension here. I can put my, whoops. I need to move that. There we go. If you want to move it, it looks like you click and then you can move it closer to the object or further away, as long as your dimension's not activated, your dimension application or icon. I'm trying to see what other dimensions I need. I would have all my height dimensions, width dimensions, and depth dimensions needed to recreate this part, it looks like. So I should be good to go. And then I can save it, just like the other one, and it should show up on my left-hand project folder.